Morning everybody. As you know, we converted Noddy, which is our 2002 Toyota Condor, into a camper van. We loved it. We've done lots of trips with Noddy. We've gone all over South Africa mostly, and we've been to Namibia, Botswana, Lesotho. We've loved it, and it's great for short term, for like maybe 2 weeks. The problem that we found using it is that if it's bad weather, it's really uncomfortable, because you either have to be in a restaurant or somewhere else, because if you're at home in Noddy, there's not much you can do except lie in bed. There's no living space inside Noddy. So what we've done is we have taken the big plunge and we've upgraded Noddy. Meet Bigfoot. This is a 2011 Sprinter van, long wheelbase. It's a 315 long wheelbase, partially converted already, or mostly converted. We've done a couple of things already to him, including a brand new air conditioner at the top, solar panels. We've added extended petrol tank or diesel tank, a larger water tank. So we've spent quite a bit on Bigfoot already, and we've added some spotlights and branding. So what we're doing at the moment is we are changing the back. The back was enclosed. There was a solid headboard in the back, which we've cut out because we want to be able to have airflow through Bigfoot. So we've cut this section out, but we do want a headboard. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the headboard on the back doors and like in half, so they'll open up, and when the doors are closed it's a full headboard, and when it's open it's just sitting on the sides or on the doors. So that's what we're doing at the moment, trying to figure out how to measure where you can't see, and then we'll take the boards to be covered and put foam inside, etc., so that it's a nice comfortable headboard. Cool. Let's see what we've done so far. Okay, so we've measured the one. This one fits on the right hand door. Like that. We're going to put styrofoam in the windows, so it's a bit of an insulation as well, especially if we're in the colder countries with our heads right against this window. That styrofoam insulation will help us a lot. And then this will go over the top, and then the headboard will sit on this board. The problem is we've got this cupboard in the way, so we can't, when we close the door, we can't see that side. So what we're going to do is we're going to trace this edge, which we've measured and perfected over time, onto the next board for this side, because this edge is exactly the same on both doors. So once we've got that, we can drill this in, close the doors, and see where the overlap is on the other board between this door and this one, and then we can put a perfect line down of what we need to cut so that it meets perfectly when it's closed. Alright, welcome back. How time flies, guys. Since we spoke last and we put up the headboard, we've now had them covered and fitted, and when the doors close, they obviously touch beautifully together. We've also inserted behind here the styrofoam, which really helps with heat as well as noise pollution, or if we're inside it's actually really nice and quiet. We've also completed the cutout and closed it off with a Mozzie net, which is magnetic, nice and cheap from Temu. Just cut it off shorter to the size that we needed. Works an absolute treat. It's actually probably one of the best things we've bought from Temu for the van. We've also since then been to an outdoor show and bought a hammock. So this is a hammock. We've got in here a spade and the winch for the stabilizers down here. The winch is in there, and the legs extend And then what we can also do is we can drop the air suspension. Once it's tight and level, we drop the air suspension so it sits completely on the legs. We've also got the winder here for the awning. This gas bottle is a spare gas bottle, and it also runs the extra gas geyser that we've got. This baby came all the way from Australia, thanks kids, but it arrived safely, no issues. This is the garage. Normally it has got our chairs in here, everything else that we need. Right now it's got the cover for the e-bike as well as the extra number plate, so that when we've got the e-bike on the back, it covers the number plate and we can still be legal driving around. What else have we got in here? We've got a cover for if there's a bit of wind and we want to braai. We've got our braai stuff, all the braai grids, that kind of thing. And then obviously tools, basic tools that we need just in case stuff. Around the corner here, we've got the DV board for the van. And behind there we've got some spares. So when we're traveling and we're concerned that things like the clutch and the turbo are problems, so we've bought them and they're in here just as spares. This is obviously the DV board. This is a trickle charger that runs off the system that charges the main batteries, which we will chat about now. And the trickle charger charges the car battery so that the car battery doesn't run down. We've also behind here, I don't know if you can get in there, but there's a water pump that pumps the water from the bottom, and then there's the geyser. That geyser runs off solar gas as well as electricity, so depending on how you switch it. And then just a just in case fire extinguisher. At the back we've got a connection here for a compressor, so we can pump the tires. It just connects on the back here, and the compressor lead and everything is in the garage. And then we've got also in the garage is the Thule bike stand that the e-bike fits on when we're traveling. And then we've got a light at the back, so if it's dark and we need a bit of light in the garage, we've got some LEDs where we can see what we're doing. And all the pumps and the sprays and everything for the gas geyser sits in the doors. When we close the doors, the headboard meets perfectly inside. On the back we've got 2 spare tires, and then the gas cylinders which run the gas geyser as well as the gas cooker inside. This is the gas geyser we spoke about a little earlier, but this is the exhaust. So when you use the gas to heat the water, then you need to remove this so that the exhaust, the heat can escape there. In here is our water system. So underneath we've got 136 liters of water, and this is the first filtration system. So you just connect this on there and run it from obviously a drinkable water source as best you can. And at the back we've got a multi-plus which manages the whole electrical system, from the solar to charging from the engine and converting it between direct current and alternating current. This is a port for a portable solar panels. So we can put them, if we parked in the shade, we can put the solar panels in the sun. Just connect it in there. We've got a 200 watt portable system in the garage. This is the toilet cassette. So this is obviously the bathroom area. There's the shower here and the toilet here. So it just simply pulls this out and empty it at any porta potty spot. This is the petrol cap that we had fitted, which leads to the 100 70 liters of fuel. So we've got a spare 70-liter fuel tank under there. And I think Trace is going to take you through the inside, but right front we've got a beautiful wool bar which protects the engine in case we hit something along the way. Who knows? You know, we try not to travel at night, but sometimes you have to. To help us with that, we've got Australian hardcore LED spotlights that work an absolute charm. When we put them off, we almost wonder if the van actually has lights. So 2 of them, and then a winch. So the winch also runs on a remote, so we can connect it, and I could be in the vehicle driving and managing the winch, not just manual. Okay, so we've got levelers that came with the vehicle. The levelers obviously go into the garage when we're not using it. The other big bonus is the awning. This is a massive awning, and then it connects either to the vehicle like it is now, or you can peg it to the ground. It's a manual awning, so that there's less to go wrong with any electrics, motors and things. So it's just a one in, one out. No problems. And then we've got lighting outside, which is both white and orange lights. I think Tracy's going to take you through the inside, but on the outside here we've got the connection and plugs. So I'm charging an e-bike right now, but you could have music or whatever you want with these outside plugs. And then on the roof is the solar panels, a little area where we can sit and have a coffee if you want. Also the tracks, if we get stuck, to be able to try and get the vehicle free. The tracks are up there. And lastly, the solar panels. 3 200 watts solar panels.
And here we have the inside of the van. I've got a little bit of Christmas again from my aunt. Okay, so we just have our little cup holders, flask holders, we store hats, flasks up there, card games, the drone goes there, and these seats swivel, and we put a table on this stand here. There you go, there you have a table, and the seats swivel like I said. Here is the sink, this is filtered water, and then this is normal water for washing dishes, and this is where we boil the kettle, and this is our gas stove. Here's where we hang our fruit and veg. This is our cup storage area. Everything is plates. Everything's nicely secured so that when we're driving, nothing moves around or opens. And this is our tea, coffee, and rusks, and oils, and serviettes, goodies. We keep our bar mix here. We have a little coffee maker and a microwave, and then the fridge there. And in here is where we keep our cutlery, so it's all under there. We secure it with this nail so that the drawer doesn't roll out, and then in here are our pots and pans in the top, and chopping boards, and down the bottom is all the cleaning stuff. Then our bathroom. This is so cool. We have a Mercedes shower head. Lovely little sturdy sink, toilet, and just a little medicine cabinet and the loo roll. And then this is our beautiful air conditioner that works like a bomb. It's our bed, super comfy. We had the mattress made with layers. all these windows open and they all have mosquito nets. So we have storage area above the bed. We have a wash line that we can hang stuff to dry inside the van. This is our gauge for water and petrol. And we have a spare fan here as well. If we don't want to use the air conditioner, just use the fan. And then clothes, storage cupboard. There we have drawers and hanging space for jackets and things. And then in here is our fridge freezer. Well, we use it as a freezer because we don't have a lot of freezer space in the small fridge. This is amazing. So yeah, that's where we keep all our frozen goodies. And in here is where we keep our air fryer, but the whole battery system is in there as well. Yeah, and that's our charging station next to the bed. We have cup holders that we've inserted, and we've got a TV which is secured in place at the moment, but you just undo the latch and it can fold out. Oh, we also have a fold down table here for additional table space, and here as well. This is quite handy when we're working in the kitchen. Some of you may be wondering what this goodie is. It's actually just a red scrunchie so that Jacques doesn't hit his head on the corner of this cupboard, which he's done a number of times. And yeah, this is a permanent bed, so it's here all the time. And here's a foil and cling film cutter and my spice rack, which is amazing. Oh, and this is where we keep our dirty laundry in this bag here.